left on Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. flight out of Columbia. Got to Knoxville right around noontime. Immediately started our sessions, went to the airport, met with their airport group as well as their economic development group, had lunch during those sessions. You know, after that we loaded up and moved on. I went to the hotel, everyone kind of got situated.
We got to tour the town, the downtown area, and see some of the old buildings and what they've done with the buildings, how they've renovated them, how they've integrated the old architecture with the new. For me, that was enjoyable.
And then we had our, our kind of welcome event, the opening night event.
Then the next day we kick off with sessions at the Chamber of Commerce, and we're talking to them about schools partnerships. We're talking to them about economic development and governance at the city level.
We had a great tour of Crips International, which is home to HGTV, the Food Network.
And being able to go all in there together and see these people that are around me that are amazed by this as well, and that we're all kind of like, wow, this is such an awesome campus, and all these crazy things that they're doing and how interesting it is. We're all amazed by this, and we would want this in Columbia too, or something like it. It was kind of cool.
Everybody broke up from there and went to different tours after that. Some went to the athletic department and then toured one of the football facilities. There's a group that went down to their business incubator, and then another group that was more of education focused. And so everyone was able to go to something that was important to them and hopefully learn more from that.
Then the next morning we spent in breakout sessions trying to focus what we had heard and figure out what we wanted to come back with in terms of priorities.
The thing that we heard over and over that really stuck in my mind was the community with the best education wins. It solves a lot of our poverty problems, it solves a lot of our crime problems, it just solves a lot of our problems. It keeps people engaged in the community because they're higher educated, they're employed, they're happier, and they're just a much better citizen.
I think Columbia Public Schools gets that, and this maybe offers some different creative angles to approach education. And also, I think education-wise, they're looking for ways in which the business community can integrate more with education. That's something that I'm very interested in personally.
When you hear their message is very regionally oriented. They all speak from the same sheet of music. I think there's a lot to be said for how we might look at that same scenario and say, how do we make sure that any challenges we have within our region, we work hard to overcome those challenges, and we think and act on a regional basis, not necessarily city or county or cities.
You know, there was 30 plus of us that some of us knew each other from past experiences, some of us didn't know each other at all, and it was just a great opportunity to sit next to somebody in the airplane, sit next to somebody at dinner, or we were sitting in these meetings all day long.
You get to have conversations, real life conversations with people that you wouldn't have an opportunity otherwise. You get to share a beer with the city manager. He talked about his twin girls, and I got to know him on a different level than just the guy in front of the TV or on the press release, or kind of the guy behind the scenes.
Now I've seen a lot of these people in the community afterwards, and we have a whole different relationship, a new relationship that we didn't have before because of this bond.
I didn't realize how much people really cared about the community. I had this perception of the Chamber of Commerce as being kind of businesses helping businesses. They went on this trip for one reason, and that wasn't for business, it was because they wanted to improve Columbia back home. And they genuinely wanted to learn what they could from Knoxville, Tennessee, so they could bring it back. So that was a really kind of a reassuring feeling as far as Columbia, and made me feel even more comfortable in Columbia, Missouri. So that was nice.